the birthplace of professional football, Canton, Ohio, as the Canton Classics play for the first time the Atlanta Swarm from Fatherhood Festival Field here in Canton, Ohio. Good evening, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrup. We got Joshua Durr and Sam Felco on stats. Rick Northrup is back with me, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the SFL.
As we kick off yet another week in the Classics, they took firm control of the North for the victory last week over a certain team from a certain town that starts with a D, ends with a T, and has Oyet in the middle.
That's right. Classics getting the better of the V8s last week, and they're in the driver's seat. Oh, there's our first fun of the evening.
The SFL's Northern Division. This is an Atlanta squad that has strung together some nice victories and battled two strong defenses, including a classic team that likes to play volleyball. They're fourth in average time of possession, just over 22 minutes and change a game. And it looks like they'll get the ball first as Sammy Steele kicks off for Atlanta. We are underway.
Boom.
Kickoff is away. Fielded from the 5-yard line up the middle is Aldilabri Sr. across to the 20. He'll get knocked down at the 28-yard line as where's forward progress stopped. Scar Patterson, Robert Johnson, and the rest of this classic offense will hit the field first. Rick, it should be interesting. The Classics, they like to run the ball, although Scar Patterson was very efficient a week ago.
Indeed, and you talked about time of possession and volleyball. They want to keep the ball, and they want to punch you in the mouth while they're doing it and put points on the board. Let's see how Atlanta handles the Classics as we get ready for first play from scrimmage.
9th in rush yards per game is Canton with 180, and they'll start with a run here. Johnson gets stopped after a pickup of 2. Cree Higgins, number 57, on the tackle for Atlanta. Let's take that opportunity to introduce you. No, that was Diamond Blackwell, rather. To the Atlanta defense. Mickey Gibson, Billy Ray Valentine, Leo Jefferson, and Joshua Williams across the front for Atlanta. Cree Higgins inside, Sean Allen and Diamond Blackwell outside. Patterson throws down the middle, big catch made. First down, hook up to the tight end, number 81, Jack Wall. Other defenders for Atlanta include Jack Napier, Jay Miraculous, Moose Papano, who made the tackle on Wall there, number 23, Grant Hardaway, also back there, along with Chris the King Henry, number 44 at strong safety. For Canton on offense, Scar Patterson is the quarterback. Robert Johnson is the starting tailback. You'll also see Kane Hunter. Toriano Rivera is the fullback. He wears number 24. He got the carry there. Picks up 2. Ryan Owens, wide receiver. Andrew Gibson, rookie. Al Dillapre Sr. Along with Bob Lung and Mike Twinscrew. Tight end is Jack Wall. They got a good offensive line. We'll get to those after this play, which is a 2nd and 8. Patterson back to throw. Pumps. He's under duress. Dillapre Sr. who gets tackled past the 30-yard line, short of 25. The offensive line, left tackle, Juck Lepenkick. That's going on the all-room, Rick. Max Van Lienge, Adam Chance, and Gert Ford are the guard.
Can we talk about that play for a second? How did it look like Atlanta missed 2 sack opportunities on that? And there's the casual one-handed catch down the middle of the field, and in 3 plays, they're knocking on the door of the red zone.
Patterson completing 63% of his passes, 7 touchdowns, 9 interceptions coming in. Has been sacked only 10 times. Robert Johnson, second most carries, coming in with 310. Leading receiver is Al Dillapre Sr. He had a big catch early, and Johnson He'll pick up 5 here as he gets across the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the join community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Pick up a 2 there. Allen, the inside linebacker, on the tackle on Johnson, and it's 3rd and 3 for Canton.
So far, Atlanta has been up to the task of stopping the power run game for Canton. See if that keeps up in the 3rd and 4th quarter, though.
There in the backfield, Patterson back to throw, fires, has a man open. What a catch by Ryan Owens. It'll be 1st and goal, and that's the nice hands catch of the game. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. What a catch by Owens on that play.
Indeed, just kind of a mix-up there. The DB went for a pick by running upfield 7 yards. I'm not sure about that. But he's wide open. Fortunately for Atlanta, he had to fall down to make that catch. Otherwise, he walks into the end zone.
Pitch out. Johnson tried to dive in, but he'll be stopped just short. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I expect another run here.
Bring in a 3rd tight end. Out of the I formation. Give to Johnson, and he walks in standing up. Touchdown, Classics. He strikes first.
And a great-looking drive there by the Classics. The statistics on that shortly, but I think pretty efficient, and we should see the yards per play on that drive.
Touchdown for Johnson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. He's top 5 in rushing touchdowns. Coming in, Rob Ems for the extra point. He's up and good. 9 plays, 73 yards, taking 3 minutes. 38 seconds off the clock, and that man, Robert Johnson, scores the first touchdown of the game for the Classics.
Over 7 yards per play on average, helped out by a couple of nice gains. But, geez, they look good, Colin. Let's see what Atlanta can do here with their first opportunity.
Ems to kick away. Coming out of the end zone is Siege Falco. Up the middle, across to the 20, tackled at the 25.
I did not expect to see that good of a return on that deep of a kick, but here we are.
Brian Dynasty is the quarterback. He has a Hall of Fame tailback in the backfield, BDG Hollywood, number 34. Mitchell Bryant's the fullback. Wide receivers, it's a good core. Kyle Fenimore, Siege Falco, and the Hall of Famer Blue Chisholm. Phenom Shine is the tight end, along with Why Not Aerolock. In the offensive line, Sam Falco, an all-star season ago, along with Carter Hollywood at left tackle. Get to Hollywood up the middle, and he's tackled after a pick up of 3 yards. Let's introduce you to Classic defense. The defensive coordinator is also defensive end Chris Porter. Correction, Porter's actually the offensive coordinator. Mike All's the other defensive end. L.L. Volt and Jabril Curse round out the defensive line. Dynasty back throw, fires, looking for Chisholm, but it's incomplete. Knocked away by King Jamal back there at strong safety. Kanye Rockefeller is the defensive coordinator, along with Joshua Durd, free safety. Frank Bernstein, Connor Darien, Evan Lacey, who's wearing number 4 tonight, are the corners. Kevin Brackett is the outside linebacker, along with Ace Singletary, rookie Dimitri Montezuma, and Mark Roenick are the inside linebackers. 3rd and 7 for Atlanta. Here early. Back to throw Dynasty. Has to move in the pocket. Fires down the field over the head of everybody. Incomplete. Looking for Fenimore. He was a bit frustrated. He was targeted twice, but unable to come up with the football.
Yeah, disappointing series there as that drive stalls out. Gonna have to give the ball back to the Classics, and they had some things that were working or that could have worked, just not able to execute cleanly to match the Classics' opening scoring drive, Colin.
Return by Gibson, the rookie wide receiver, tackled at the Canton 39.
Just to catch up, we've got the Rick meter here in town, and we'll be getting some readings on that as we get into the second quarter, ideally. And we've brought Denver, the service dog, along with us tonight as well.
Atlanta is 34 of 72 coming in for 47.2% coming into the game, so not very good on third down. Contrast that with Canton, as Rivera made a couple of nice efforts there to pick up 3 yards.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go for more as Canton got the contain on the DN, but good pursuit by the Swarm to hold him just to a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7, Patterson under center. Give off to Johnson this time. Johnson squeezes through a very small hole and will make it 3rd and 3 as he picks up 4.
Tough sledding there, but a good run to bring up 3rd and short. Canton looks to keep the drive alive here.
Canton only throws for 242 yards a game, which is 25th
in the league.
They throw for 162. I was looking at last year's. As the run up the middle, they give him a first down, does Johnson. They throw for 162 on average, rush for 180. So they know where their bread is buttered. Each of these teams have turned it over 10 times in total, or 9 times in total. That's good for 10th in the league. We have 1st and 10. Johnson on the carry. Johnson will only pick up 3 yards. And Robert Johnson's, he is 19 carries now, but 8 carries now for only 22 yards, rather, with a long of 5. Second and 7. Johnson tried to break through Jay Miraculous, but Moose Papano there to clean it up. There's Ray Donaldson, the head coach of the Classics there on the sidelines, the former Super Bowl champion center for the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd and 3 for the Classics. This is a team that's been really good in converting 3rd downs. Let's see what they do here. Give off to Johnson to blitz off the edge by Atlanta. Works. Only yielded 1 yard. Moose Papano there to bring him down. It'll be 4th and 2.
The edge rusher, even though it didn't make the tackle, was the key play in slowing down the advance towards the line of scrimmage and allows the rest of the his mates on the defense to clean it up.
Punt is away by the Classics. This has got good hang time on it. Atlanta will let this bounce, and it takes an unfortunate hop for Canton right into the end zone. Ball will come out to the 20.
Yeah, no doubter on that one. It hits the turf one time and rockets itself into the end zone.
It was 3 plays and a punt for Atlanta on their first drive. Bryant Dynasty 0 for 2. Targeted Chisholm and Fenimore 1 time each on the drive. Let's see if he gets a completion here. They'll start with a get to Hollywood. Hollywood unable to find much room, only picks up a yard. Mike All, who serves as the team's general manager, off the field makes the stop. Only a pickup of a yard, 2nd and 9. Dynasty under center. Checks into something different. Pitch out to Hollywood.
Oh.
Hollywood and any room. Kevin Brackett stopped them at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 3rd down and 9. And for a team that struggles converting on 3rd down, Rick, it must feel like it's deja vu all over again.
Maybe, yeah, for the whole season, right? I thought that play was going to work as Canton had really soft coverage, but the Atlanta offensive line just can't execute the right blocking scheme, and brings up 3rd and long.
Siege Falco in motion. Nobody follows him. 4 wide and total with a single back. Dynasty back to throw, and the throw in Hawaii has to get out of there. Out of the pocket. It'll be stopped a few yards short of the sticks. It'll be 4th and 2. He saw nothing downfield he liked, Rick, and he took off, but unfortunately he was stopped short.
Well, and that drive is not cool for Atlanta. 3 and out again, Colin, and they're going to have to figure something out next time they get the ball, but they put their defense on the field again, and they're going to have Canton will have a decent field position here.
Ball will be on the Classics 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Ships. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. Scar Patterson under center, 2 receivers to the bottom of his screen, turns, gives it off to Robert Johnson. Johnson stopped on the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd down and 10. Rick, you'll be awfully excited. One of the SFL teams awarded in the expansion bid was the Chicago Warriors. So Windy City will have simulation football to represent the city once again.
All right, congratulations, Chicago Warriors. One of our favorite hometowns. I guess this is a hometown. My family, both sides of my family came out of Chicago back in the day.
Along with teams from Pittsburgh, Bodger City, and the returning San Jose Flight. It's out there. The Presenter hauls that one in for a 1st down as they're approaching the 50, Rick.
Yeah, and that's what Canton does to you. They kind of run, and maybe they get some yards, maybe they don't, and then all of a sudden they crack one of these open. What the heck?
44 seconds and counting to go in the quarter. Jack Wall split out as the 3rd wide receiver. Already has 1 catch, but he'll be blocking for Robert Johnson, who goes and gets another 1st down as he's up past the 40-yard line, close to the 35.
Just a nice run there and well blocked by the Canton O-line, Colin.
You see the numbers there for Johnson. 12 carries, 38 yards, 3.2 average, but that one was pretty efficient there, Rick.
Right. And that his average is maybe helped by that, obviously, but he hadn't been able to gain much downfield action before that.
Patterson will hand it off to Johnson one final time before the quarter ends, and it'll be a 1-yard gain. End of the 1st quarter here in Canton, Ohio. Classics lead the visiting Swarm 7-0.
Welcome to the 2nd quarter here in Canton. Canton's got the ball, moved themselves smartly down the field. They had advantageous field position, Colin. But here they are inside the 30. Already have a 7-0 lead.
5 wide in the pattern. 3 to the top of your picture. Patterson drops back, fires short. It's caught by Gibson, but there's a flag down on the play. We'll see what the penalty is. Oh, it'll be pass interference. It's a spot foul, and they elect to take it. One of the linebackers called for the interference there. Number 57 for Atlanta.
Not quite seeing it.
Diamond Blackwell.
Is what it is, I suppose. But a fresh set of downs for your Canton Classics. On the Swarm need to focus on holding them to a field goal attempt here.
split back formation. Patterson under center. Take the snap, turn, Kiev, Johnson has to burrow his way forward, manages to pick up 5 as Allen brings him down.
That time the Swarm featuring 4 down linemen. They've been playing a mix of 4 and 3 fronts, Colin, and not sure that's helping their cause.
Again, I formation. Rivera now motions out of the traditional straight eye to an offset spot, and Johnson, he's tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. Cree Higgins, number 56, among the first to arrive for Atlanta. Now let's see if the Swarm can get off the field on 3rd down. So far, they've been unable to, as Ken's been 2 of 3. Patterson back to goes Blackwell with the sack and only 4th down.
No mistake on the sack this time, Colin. Defensive stand a couple series ago, where it looked like they were going to sack him twice and missed both times, but no width there.
Lost to 4 on the play. That'll bring out Rob Ems for the field goal attempt. Ems is a perfect 16-16 on the air. It's up and it's good. The Classics are now in front 10-0 after the field goal by Rob Ems.
There he goes, 17 for 17 with his fancy kicking shoe, Mr. Ems. We see you.
Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Benmore on the return. Gets out to the 27, and Atlanta is in a heap of trouble. Even though it's early second, they're already down 2 scores.
A 10-point deficit could potentially loom very large if Atlanta is unable to put something on the board with this drive, Colin.
Second time you and I have been to Canton, and I just can't help but marvel at this wonderful stadium. It's got the hedges around the field in tribute to Coach Donaldson's alma mater, the University of Georgia.
Georgia.
Hollywood.
Wasn't that a pitch counter play? What was that? He cut himself back inside. Did that look odd? Did that look odd to anybody else besides this broadcaster?
It kind of looked odd to me, like he cut it off too soon. He picked up 2 either way, and it was 2nd and 8.
We talk about this from time to time. Your stars and your studs got to be stars and studs. And for Atlanta, it's BGD Hollywood. Who else, Colin?
That man right there caught the pass, Boo Chisholm.
Yes, indeed.
That'll set up a 3rd and 1 situation. Three people in the backfield now for Atlanta.
3rd down has been unkind to Atlanta so far in this contest.
Here's the give. Oh, Hollywood stopped at the line of scrimmage. Dimitri Montezuma wiggles the finger and says, no, no, no.
Not today, no. And 3rd down is ugly again for Atlanta, Colin. Very impressed with Canton's defense here so far.
Meanwhile, Jack Wall, he's busy in the chat trying to get here.
Is he? I thought he was outside chain smoking.
The return by Gibson gets him tackled up at the 33. This is why I keep an eye on things like that. Gibson tackled there. Canton will take over. 1st and 10. They've had a couple of very efficient drives. 6:52 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Jack Ball beating us to the punch with the cultural references.
He knows how this program works.
He knows how it works, yeah.
Patterson gives off to Johnson. Runs right past the run blitzer. Went outside by going straight up the middle. Picks up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue, Colin. That's all I got to say.
It'll be 2nd and 3. Pick up a 7 there.
It's a joke, people. Just say no.
16 carries. Make that 17 for Johnson. Ooh, he got a yard.
The hard way.
It'll be 3rd and 2.
I'll bet you used to look good back in the day.
Rivera in the backfield along with Johnson. Single receiver is Dillapur Sr. Pitch out to Johnson as the corner and the first down. Reached past the 40-yard line. It'll be first down, Canton.
Well, here we go. Canton's had 1 punt so far.
And off to Johnson again. Tackle after pickup of 1 yard. Classic fans, the team needs your help. Van Lacey, the father of Evan Lacey, whom the quarterback is named for, and in likeness, is raising reward money to solve his son's murder from $8,000 to $20,000. The Classics have set up a GoFundMe account and would appreciate you donating or even just sharing the link in your social circles. Let's help Van keep his final promise to his son and bring peace to his family. Visit GoFundMe.com and search A Father's Promise. Just outstanding work there, guys.
Absolutely.
It's a 3rd and 7 situation. Classics will go with a 5-wide set. Trips us to the bottom this time. Dillapur Sr. in motion. As Patterson back to throw, fires, tipped in, incomplete. King Henry swatted that out of the air.
There we
and
go.
Says, "You shall not pass my reach."
And there's a stop for Atlanta before Canton gets in scoring position. Colin, how many points does Atlanta score typically? Can you enlighten us?
As the punt is away,
Well, yes, I can.
they scored 21.4 per game, which is 25th in the league.
The last couple games, they've scored more, question mark?
According to their recent results, they've scored 31 and 23.
There you go. So the last 2 games have been above that average, raising that average, in fact, if you know your ciphers.
Their only other win on the year, they scored 34 points.
So far, they've been shut out here in the first half, and we're under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We got a quarter ladies here tonight.
1st and 10 at the 18, play clock under 5. Give Hollywood, he stopped in a... No, they gave him forward progress. Strangely.
Ball's down for a yard. Ugh. Denver's getting antsy about the lack of Atlanta production here, Paul.
Well, I think the Atlanta fans are as well. Hollywood only 7 yards and 6 carries. Roll out. Throw by Dynasty, complete down the field. There's something we haven't seen. It's the tight end, number 88, hauling that.
That's a good-looking football play right there. That's like some real football. All of a sudden, out of Atlanta, just a roll-out, simple concept.
Airline has only 24 grabs on the year for 300 yards. He has 2 receiving touchdowns, but is averaging 12.5 yards per reception. Dynasty completing just below 60% of his passes. 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions coming in. Hollywood on the carry, and he finds room, picks up 6 yards. That's got to be his best run of the evening so far.
Yeah,
Rick.
nice spacing there, and you let Hollywood out in the open like that, able to bring some of his talent and his skills to bear. You're gonna get a 2nd and 4.
You got 2 tight ends lined up on one side, 1 receiver lined up very close to those tight ends. It's Finnemore here to give out to Hollywood. Hollywood has room, gets a block from Shine, and picks up a first down past the midfield stripe.
Yeah.
Now Atlanta's on the move, Rick.
They are, and back-to-back nice running plays for your Atlanta Swarm.
Look at Hollywood, the Hall of Famer, and the kind of numbers he's put up in his career. Coming into the game, he had 868 yards and 209 carries with 9 rushing touchdowns. Dynasty on the sprint out once again, fires, and it's caught by Blue Chisholm. That's his 2nd catch of the ball game.
That was a good throw, but he had 34. Hit me on that name.
Yeah, BDG Hollywood.
Yeah, open about another 7 yards downfield, uncovered, and that would have been for a first down. So Dynasty's got to, they're struggling. He's got to pick his game up here a little bit, and missing some reads or some options like that.
He's 3 of 5 for 29 now. Hollywood on another carry. Ooh, he got real close to a first down, but only stopped just 1 yard shy.
Put his helmet in the breadbasket of the defender and tried to just roll him over. Nearly created a fresh set of downs out of that one, Colin.
Atlanta is 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Now this is a 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can convert it here. It'll be a run to Hollywood. Just barely by the skin of his teeth.
The patented fall forward.
And we now reach the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning reached. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. We haven't even gotten to the line, Rick. And it's a 3.5 point favorite. Over under 45.5.
That's right. So that's predicting somewhere in the neighborhood of a 23-21 game, something like that. Atlanta so far not holding up their end of the bargain as they've been shut out here under 2 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
Pick up a 2 by Hollywood on the first play after the 2-minute warning. Clock is running. 3 wide. Another good to Hollywood. And Mark Grunick with a 2nd straight tackle. Number 42 there, being like a Hoover vacuum cleaner and just cleaning up ball carriers this season. 3rd and 8. 3 wide receivers for Atlanta.
3 down linemen as they go into
Chisholm in motion. Back to throw is Dynas. That's a clean pocket. Fires down the field. Catch made. That is Siege Falco.
Nice job. And the Swarm defeat the prevent look that Canton featured right there, Colin.
Falco, who had not been targeted once to that point, comes down with a huge grab of 25 yards thanks to Joshua Durr and Sam Falco, our statisticians, as Airlock goes in motion. Dynasty back to throw, fires, ends zone, one-handed catch, Kyle Finnemore, touchdown Atlanta. The Swarm are now on the board, and Finnemore, who had only 1 target in the first quarter, makes a spectacular catch for the score. In front of the quarterback there, Connor Darien. And for Finnemore, that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. Team leader in receptions and yards, adds more to his total as Sammy Steele boots us through, and we now have a 10-7 game.
Yes, we do. We've got a game in general, Colin. Great touchdown, great drive there by Atlanta in the waning moments of the second quarter. We got a quarter.
Fenimore breaks a three-way tie for the most receiving touchdowns. He was tied with two other teammates, and he's now all by himself. He's got 3. The twin screw, the returner back there, number 87, downs it in the end zone.
Well, let's see what Canton can do with a minute to go. They've got all 3 timeouts if they want to take a stab at this one.
Ball's on the 21st and 10. Remember, Classics received the ball first to start the ball game. So Atlanta will be kicking off to start the second half. They start with a Robert Johnson run. Gets 5 yards, and it seems the Classics are in no hurry.
I would agree with you, Colin.
It looks like they're going to take.
And Atlanta's not bothering to try and stop the clock. Stop the clock to try and get the ball back.
Here's the pitch out to Johnson. Johnson, Aswin breaks off a tackle. Tried to break a second one, but outgained quickly from Abeno. Free Higgins, 3rd and 2. And it looks like Classics are just.
Well, yeah, a little creative use of your remaining timeouts from the Atlanta sideline may have gotten them a chance or an opportunity to get the ball back.
Yeah, questionable clock management by both sides. As we get another Johnson handoff, and it'll be stopped. And now Atlanta called timeout with 9 seconds left. They had 2 timeouts remaining. Why?
I know. Yeah.
Why just wait till now?
They should have used it in the previous down as well. Maybe they're thinking, well, get the ball back, we'll get it in field goal range. So we need that timeout to get the field goal unit onto the field. Not gonna happen.
On his way, will be fielded by Seafuckle. Clock stopped with exactly 1 second left on the Atlanta 44.
Oh, I laugh in your general direction.
As some supporters of the Classic are grumbling amongst themselves. Dynasty now in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, Hollywood sidecar left. He's back to throw. Rainbows, a pass down the field, catch made, but time has expired.
Too bad they didn't preserve some more clock, because that would have been field goal range.
Run that again. Dynasty just winged it up there.
My goodness.
As we reach halftime, it is 10-7. Canton in front. We gotta look at the facts and figures. We get another look at this beautiful stadium. Rick, I'm curious your thoughts on the first half.
I'm trying to respond to the league office putting out a little tweet there that they didn't mess up their timeouts. I don't know. We can disagree. But yes, the first half, it was all Canton. For most of it, Atlanta gets their act together right at the end of the second quarter. So we got a 3-point game. See what some of the numbers look like here.
Patterson, he was 4 or 5. Johnson had 22 carries for 65 yards in that first half. He's definitely the key.
Yes, the key.
Jack Wall, the leading wide receiver.
How do the QBRs compare?
Patterson 118, Dynasty 156.
Nice. Wow.
52 yards was that last throw to Steve Falcons. If you didn't know the throw in Hawaiian had an arm.
Yes. You do now.
Now you do.
You do. There you go. Well, interestingly, we haven't really heard from the Rick meter yet in this game, and you know, Rick meter was thinking about doing a possible for Canton, but then Atlanta comes back and scores, so Rick meter's staying at neutral right now.
Neutral. Ooh.
Neutral, yeah.
This deep into a ball game.
Yeah, Rick meter wants to see if Atlanta's fixed their offensive woes here in the third quarter.
Play action to Hollywood. First time we've seen that all day, and this throw to Erlot is incomplete as he was out of bounds. So they tried something a little bit different, but unfortunately, Erlot was out of bounds. Needed 2 feet, not 1.
And I can't believe that was the first option, right? Because he rolled out to the other side, has to throw all the way back across the field. And a lot of noise and a lot of eye candy there for bringing up 2nd and 10.
Man in motion is Chisholm. He's followed by Connor Darien. Quick drop throw over the middle. Ooh. Tipped and incomplete.
Dangerous.
Mark Gronick tipped it away, number 42. It'll be a 3rd and 10 almost immediately as Jack Wall is questioning whether the Rick meter is now a sentient thing.
Wait, what? Is it sentient? Yes. The Rick meter is staffed by a bunch of brainiacs, and Rick meter is also delusional. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Dynasty back to throw, fires down the field. 3rd down conversion made. Erlot, number 88, split out wide. And that sort of roving wide position, first popularized by Kellen Winslow Sr., now played by guys like Travis Kelce, a.k.a. Taylor Swift Arm Candy, and George Kittle.
Okay. Woo. Never liked that one.
1st and 10, pitch out to Hollywood, and he's still unable to find any room. In fact, he lost 2 yards on the play, and you can see the Hall of Famer's frustrated as he gets back off the turf. Kevin Brackett with yet another TFL. 24 carries for 2 yards. 22 yards on 13 carries. I read the numbers backwards. Not this hard, folks, as Dynasty fires to nobody. It's 3rd and 12.
Indeed. And 3rd and long is not where you want to be, Colin, in a tight game.
Yeah, especially 3rd and 10 plus, which they, unfortunately for Atlanta, have been in often to this juncture.
Not necessarily 10 plus, but been 3rd and long quite a bit. Although they did have a 3rd and 1 that they didn't convert earlier. Here we go.
See back to throw, fires. Nice catch did Fenimore, but the ball popped up in the air as he was hit by a defender as soon as the ball arrived. I believe that was number 22, King Jamal, that hit him.
You know, I do like what I'm seeing out of the little bit of tweak or retooled offensive play calling here out of Atlanta, Colin. That being some rollouts and trying to throw down the field over the middle. They've had some success. I think there's some gaps in there that they can take advantage of.
Fair catch called by Canton at the 35.
So with that disappointing end to Atlanta's possession right there, the Rick meter is going to go possible Canton. Possible Canton. That's the first level of being labeled the winner by the Rick meter, which we previously mentioned is delusional. The Rick meter believes the SFL is organized for its glory and fame, and that teams compete for the favor of the Rick meter.
Wow, Johnson putting a monumental effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Of course, none of that is true, except for the part that the Rick meter's delusional.
2nd and 10 for Canton.
Yes. You okay over there? What's wrong with you?
Here's the give off again to Johnson.
Why are you shaking?
Johnson falls forward past the 40-yard line to settle 3rd and short. Gar Patterson yet to attempt to throw this half.
Ooh. Good call out there, Colin.
4-5. Dynasty. 7 of 13 for 133 yards. Pitch out. Johnson has blocks, first down and more. Robert Johnson up over the 40, spins across to the 30, and he'll get tackled out of bounds there.
Robert Johnson with a long run down to the crossroads.
And the fans here are excited as Johnson rips off his biggest run so far. Some outstanding blocking there, chiefly by Al Delacruz Sr.
That's right. Of course, Robert Johnson taking time out.
and Floriano Rivera.
Sorry. Please continue. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Robert Johnson taking time out from writing blues classics to play football for the Canton Classics. How odd is that?
Run of 26. He's up over Humble. Patterson threw it right to the defender. And King Henry says, I claim this in the name of the Atlanta Swarm.
Wow. And we've got our first turnover of the ball game. Wow. Nice height and extension. A lot of times, Colin, that ball goes right between the hands of the defender. Not this time.
Third interception of the year for Henry. Now puts him in first place all by himself.
All by myself. Don't want to be losing this game. Says Atlanta. Let's go.
Fullback in motion is Mitchell O'Brien. Pass intended for Jack Wall as Hollywood takes the pitch and gains no yards. Mark Grunick on the tackle. Although, to be fair to Jack Wall, he does have one catch for 24 yards, which is the longest Canton throw in terms of pass yardage gain.
Okay.
Hollywood again on the carry. This time Rome gets a first down, but King Jamal knocks him back, but not before the chains are moved.
Good view from the secondary there. Great camera work.
Week 11 of season 21 continues tomorrow with key divisional games. Indianapolis, Tulsa, Houston, Alamo City, Sunday, Mexico City and Los Angeles try to stay hot, and Florida tries to snap a rare late season losing streak. For a full weekend schedule, visit Simulationfl.net. Should be exciting.
3 down linemen for the Classics here, Colin.
Dynasty quick drop, throws over the middle, tip off the hands of Aerolot, incomplete. It's 3rd and 11.
Classics get exactly what they were looking for, jamming up the throwing lanes and having really good coverage on anybody out in the pattern. And they get 3rd and 11. Dynasty might have a little more time if he rolls around and gets mobile with only 3 rushing linemen.
Makes a medium drop back. Now it's to run out of pocket. Look up from behind. Throws. And it's incomplete. Benamore, the intended receiver, but King Jamal says, no, sir.
I don't understand what's happening, Colin. Dynasty has a lot of time. Bought himself some time. And delivering the ball to these guys that have 2 defenders on them. Either wide receivers just aren't able to get separation or something's not right.
Punt is away. And the Classics will take possession at their own 24-yard line. Now available, free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at SimulationFL.net/4K23. Retroid, the official console of the SFL.
Show of hands if you got a Retroid. Yep, we got one here. It's awesome.
Johnson up the middle. Johnson has room. Picks up 7. It's Scar Patterson's first pass attempt of the second half on the previous drive. Went to the other team. Not ideal.
Suboptimal, shall we say. Right, that was cringy. Am I saying that right? That's a good use of that term, cringe?
This will be the 27th carry for Johnson if he gets in here. Rivera
I think I slayed it with my use of the way the kids talk.
has three carries for 7 yards. Tackle made by Sean Allen, number 40, who had the key interception a couple weeks ago that keyed the Atlanta Swarm to beat the Florida Storm, who at that time were undefeated.
That's right. We called that game.
3rd and 3.
It's exciting. Go back and listen to it.
Johnson. Oh, Cristiano Lamar breaks 2 tackles up over the 40, and he'll be down there.
There's a Herculean effort there by Robert Johnson. Single-handedly generates the first down.
Watch this one more time, Nick.
I'm watching.
When he broke this second tackle right there, I thought he was.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance to go. Let's see if Atlanta can gather themselves and recover from that. Looked like they were going to have him stymied. There's your vocabulary word today. Stymied.
Ooh, nice choice. Johnson again takes the pitch out. A good stop to the line for no gain.
Of course, the language is the coin of the realm. Pays to pay attention to your word power.
Gar Patterson under center has 3 wide out in the end for him. They give off to Johnson instead of why not? It's working. And they get another first down.
That's a nifty play. Condon, what's the name of that? Do you know? Where the quarterback immediately just turns, doesn't even take a drop, waits for the ball carrier to come and get it.
It looks like that's an ISO or a trap play.
Yeah.
I'd go with ISO because I didn't see a guard pulling around for a trap block.
Well, there you go. And that's why he's one of the best in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Love that play. And it definitely caught Atlanta off guard.
2 receivers to the bottom. Patterson pitch out to the no receiver side, and King Henry tackles him for a loss.
It didn't catch them off tackle. It caught him off guard. Huh. Don't worry. I'll be here all game.
Oh, trust me, folks. He's got plenty of jokes in the reserve. And they're all bad. Don Turner, what he thinks. They're all bad.
I don't know why they call them dad jokes. To me, they're just jokes.
Oh, you done it. Patterson back to throw once again. Trying to find a man downfield. Does. Runs. 1st and 10. As he holds in the grab there. What a catch in double coverage.
Wow. Pumped up. Got the cheerleaders pumped up. That's a great play.
And then he just zoomed down the field in between Jay Miraculous and Moose Papineau.
He had to extend to get that, too. Wasn't readily apparent to me live. But again, all hands, right? You got to have great hands to catch a rocket like that.
Grab a 34 yards to Owens. Johnson again on the carry. Has to make one man miss. Does with a stiff arm. And his forward momentum carries him out of bounds after a pickup of 6. I tell you what, they may have only thrown 7 times, but they've completed 5 of them, and they've all been big, I mean big passes down the field, averaging 15.7 yards per attempt with a long of 34.
You see Jack Wall commenting, and he says that play it's a trap.
Johnson again on the pitch. Tackled by Cree Higgins. It'll be 3rd and 2. They can get a first down without scoring.
Was that Admiral Akbar?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
See, you still know pop culture.
Yeah. That's weird. You never see Admiral Akbar and Jack Wall in the same place. Right? Coincidence? I think not.
3rd and 2, Dilliper Sr. in motion. Just the motion check. Now, Miraculous to pick up Dilliper at the bottom, get the Johnson. Ooh!
Oh!
First down, Craig Higgins with a thunderous tackle, number 56.
That looked, for all intents and purposes, as like a touchdown. And at the last minute, it's 4th and inches.
And Coach Donaldson is not happy. He's challenge flag, and let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com. As we take a peek under the hood.
We won't get another look at the throwing of the challenge flag, but I gotta give style points to Coach because he threw it down and then started running at it and pointing at the challenge flag.
Atlanta thinks they've held him. The eye in the sky says they have. The Classics lose a timeout, and Coach Donaldson is beside himself. And the Classics will be forced to try what in essence is an extra point.
Less than an extra point. It's too close. Doesn't know what to do.
Kick by Rob Ems is good. It's 13-7. They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7 as that caps an 11-play 75-yard drive.
It extends the lead and eliminates the possibility of being tied with a field goal, Colin, but a touchdown can still take the lead by Atlanta.
Guy Clausen in the chat says, "Oh wow, the challenge wasn't successful. I agree with those sentiments exactly. It looked awfully close." Juice Velko on the return up to the 25-yard line.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Always fun, and welcome Guy Clausen.
We got Joshua Williams in the chat too. Frank Brown, the Trojan, wants to know the state of origin for these referees. Yeah, 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the third.
They're from AI Landia. No, they're from Sim City. Why didn't we think of that before?
Roll out by Dynasty. Throw down the field. Tipped in, incomplete. Kevin Brackett got his big paws up there. And Joshua Williams, who is officially the owner now of the Albuquerque Adams and SFLM. Congratulations to Emmy. His brother Jason joins the ownership group down there in the land of Enchep.
Albuquerque, cool town, and love the name Albuquerque Adams. Here's another rollout, throwing across his body again.
Arlott makes a nice grab, picks up yardage to make it a 3rd and 6. There's Evan Lacey.
Possibly. It's possible. It's doable. 3rd and 6, doable.
Third and 6 for Atlanta. Down by 6. Dynasty now has to run.
Oh.
And sacked instead. He'll get sacked instead. I didn't see who that was. It might have been number 62, Chris Porter.
Oh. Good defensive stand there by the Classics, Colin. Nothing was available. Dynasty couldn't make something happen.
Has so often been the unfortunate sight tonight. Atlanta sends out the punter once again. Oh, hey, there's Mike Twinscrew in the chat as Andrew Gibson returns this up to the Canton 44-yard line. Welcome in, my friend. The rookie wide receiver found a little seam up the middle. was able to advance it a few yards. Good play there, Rick.
Indeed.
$18 seconds left in the third. Patterson. Give off to Johnson. He doesn't look like he's had 30-plus carries tonight. He picks up another 5 yards, and that'll most likely be the last play to end the quarter.
I think the order of business for Canton is to do what they've been doing. A few power run plays here and there, and then a shot downfield. We've reached the end of the third quarter, Colin.
13-7, Canton in front.
Presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Thank you for that, Chris Curtis. Welcome back to Canton. Well, they enjoy a 13-7 lead. The start of the fourth, Colin.
It'll be a 2nd and 5 here for the Classics. As we have St. Brown the Trojan, he puts up all the usual numbers we like to see in the chat. 4, 12, 68, 86, but he does it in Roman numerals. That's very fancy. Sean Allen on the stop at the 3rd and 6. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. State-of-the-art technology and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your project, visit apmmusic.com. Patterson throw down the field, complete to Owens, and Ryan Owens score! Touchdown Classics!
Wow. There we go.
Oh my goodness. I tell you what, they may not have thrown the ball often tonight, but when they have, it's for big plays such as that one.
Well, we saw, and you talked about, Colin, they want to play bully ball, and that allows them to take some shots very successfully here in this case.
Ryan Owens, over 100 yards on just 3 grabs.
Oh my. That's a great stat line.
A 52-yard touchdown pass. And it's now 20-7 with 9:30 to go in the football game.
There's that 2-score lead every team desires in the fourth quarter. 20-7. Colin, what should Atlanta be doing now?
Jam the torpedoes and bombs away. I know that's the mixing of metaphors, but at this point, Atlanta's just got to throw out the standard game plan and go for a different one. Cameron Irvine is ready for a game break. What do you got for us, Cam?
Thanks, Colin. We finally got a touchdown over there in Houma, Louisiana. It's Tommy Utah to John Michael Sudduth, and actually that score is wrong. 7-6 at the half. Louisiana leads Charleston. Back to you in Canton.
Ooh. Bit of dueling, low-scoring affair there.
Yeah, the Louisiana, you know, got an affinity for that. I like to go to Hoochie Coochie, Louisiana from time to time. Natatuchis. Yeah, all those places down there. Get me some check out the voodoo and Cajun
Gumbo.
culture. Yeah.
Crawfish. It's Dynasty on the roll. Throws down the field. Intercepted. Connor Darien breaking tackles. Almost broke a third. And he gets tackled at the Atlanta 15-yard line. And number 21 there. He was thinking about doing his Deion Sanders impersonation. How's in that one?
Oh, I know. And you're right, Colin. They need to go bombs away, but not necessarily to the other team. That is a big problem now for Atlanta and their plans for a comeback in this one.
And for Darien, that's his first interception of the season, 11 weeks in.
Congratulations. Numero uno.
Yep. They're deep in Atlanta territory in an instant.
Sets him up inside the red zone.
Pitch to Johnson. Shoots by one guy, but Jay Miraculous, number 42, on the stop there.
Jay Miraculous doing Jay miraculous things. One of the stalwarts of the league.
Look at
many seasons, right? Am I right?
You're right indeed. Look at the numbers for Patterson. 6 of 8, but for 162, a touchdown, and of course, an interception. Dynasty's now thrown 2 as Johnson again gets it. This time he picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Don't forget to smash that like button, everybody.
If you haven't done so already, of course.
Helping the league help you. Help me help you.
Oh, Doug Day showed up. Welcome in, Doug. Nice to see you. There's the throw underneath. Jack Wall and a touchdown, but he dropped it. Jack Wall was all by himself. Bless his heart, he has to be the loneliest man in the stadium right now.
I'm open. I got it. Oh, what did it hit him in the shoulder or something? No, an elbow. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. This just in from Jack Wall. Please, guys in the truck, don't show that anymore.
Rob Hams for the 30-yard attempt. He's made a couple field goals already. This one, from a bit longer distance. The 30-yard kick is up and good. 4 plays, 2 yards, just under 1 minute.
Nice view of M's kick there. Is M's perfect on the season?
Yeah, and he's made a couple more field goals. So he was 16 of 16, so 16 of 3, 19 for 19. Yeah. 7:55 left.
Dynasty and the Swarm crew are going to have to be really accurate and on point here.
8 of 18 for 137, a touchdown and an interception. Hollywood, 34 yards and 17 carries with a long of 11. Not necessarily the greatest day for him.
Well, in 14 points. I got just under 8 minutes. Full complement of timeouts, Colin. It's possible. So what you're saying is there's a chance.
Oh, Jack Wall's being hard on himself. But we still love him. He called himself a bum.
Nah, don't talk bad about yourself. You're not a bum.
Kevin Bracken with another pass deflection. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers for Dynasty there. 8 of 19. 137 yards. Hitting 42% of his passes. Dynasty, quick drop throw over the middle. The Chisholm, he has the 1st down. And the man they call Boo. Real name Calvin, I believe.
You now hope.
Hauls in his 3rd grab on 6 targets for 27 yards. Dynasty is up over 150.
Okay. They're not in bad shape here. Each play's got to make progress, though, as our Canadian friends would say. Uh-oh.
That's up in the air and incomplete, looking for Finnemore. That's a guy who's had a frustrating night. He's been targeted 5 times now, although the one catch he did make ended up in the end zone. Monday night, join Cameron Irvine and Stephen Hacker as they break down all the action from this weekend this weekend, the SFL at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time before the Jacksonville Kings put their season on the line against the DC Dragons. Kickoff is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time right here on SFL YouTube. Dynasty on the roll. Fires down the field. Oh, Chisholm had it in his hand, but it was broken up, but chiefly by that man, Evan Lacey.
Come on. Come on, bro. Well, that is just, we're not going to get another look at it, so it's tough to see if that was a poor catch effort or a really solid defense. Secondary play on that. We're going to run the shot here. We're going to get 3 on the rush, Colin.
They're a lot in motion to the top of the formation. Back to throw is brought over the middle. Catch made. Erlot, the tight end. The man who went in motion makes the grab as we now take under 7 to go. And the bench is fired up as we get another look at that pass.
Yes, as they see their offense making some progress towards one of the 2 needed scores, and those have to be touchdowns.
They also need a couple of two-point conversions. They've yet to attempt one. See what they have here as the drive progresses. Give to Hollywood. He's tackled for a loss of 2, and it's just been one of those nights for the Hall of Fame.
Indeed, got the skill and the talent to do anything at any time, but just maybe an off night tonight? Question mark.
I gotta talk about those Atlanta pants with the pattern on them and then the big logo. As Dynasty rolls, throws, finds Finnemore for just his second grab.
Those pants are fire.
There's stripes on the other side, so they're asymmetrical.
Yeah, so for the OCD among us, it's a little disconcerting, but they are cool.
In Canton, of course, they have blue helmets with funky stripe pattern. Plain gold pants. But the socks are cool. And you see the variety of shoe colors there as O'Brien goes in motion. Dynasty rolls the opposite way. Fires down the field. Tipped. Ping-ponged in the air and incomplete.
A dangerous set of caroms there.
Second and 10. Clock stopped. 5:47 left to go in the football game. Right now, if you're a member of the wagering public, you're sort of reading for not another score.
The under, yes. So we're at 30 now. Still 15 and a half away from the over-under count. The under's looking safe.
Dynasty down the middle of Finnemore's second catch. This drive is good for first down.
Well, another first down, more progress, Colin. Never say never. Yeah, James Bond movie.
See the numbers on Finnemore. 3 grabs.
Never say never again.
I don't remember what the movie was from as the King Jamal swatting that away.
Got a lot of kings out there.
You're a royal member yourself.
I am.
Your official name is Richard Charles III.
King Richard III. Exactly. Don't you forget it.
Jack Wall put the comment of the evening in the chat. I'll read it to you after this play. Dynasty Pump. He's got top throws. Lacey tips it in the air incomplete. It went off the goal post, but Lacey got his hand.
It sure did.
Hands on that one. We'll get a look at it one more time. Pump, throw, tip, and then point. Jack Wall says, "You wonder why I dropped that TV? Gotta keep it under 45 and a half, or my legs get broken." I think,
maybe you got to get some new friends. It doesn't sound very good.
I think it was I did see a guy named Rocco walking around.
Moose Rocco helped the judge find his wallet.
Accepted Frankenstein, number 25, the corner. Grabs that, and gets tackled at the 8-yard line.
Oh, the light is starting to dim for the Atlanta Swarm, Colin. And the Classics continue to put pressure on their opponent, this time picking them off down on the goal line.
And for Bernstein, that's his 3rd interception of the year.
Really? Nice.
He was tied for 2nd coming in with Kanye Rockefeller had 2. Jamal had 5. And there's like 5 forced fumbles on this Canton defense as Johnson's tackled in the backfield for a loss of 3 by Diamond Blackwell.
So burning the clock is really the first order of business here, and moving away from the shadow of their own goal line.
Well, they line up an empty. His twin screw goes in motion. We've seen him field 1 kickoff, but he hasn't been targeted today. Patterson back to throw, has to get out of his own end zone, and he nearly threw it right back to Atlanta.
Doing Atlanta a huge set of favors here. Throwing and stopping the clock and not moving the ball an inch. Going backwards. Actually. What Atlanta needs to do here is get a stop, and they'll have the punter in the end zone.
Throw by Patterson out of the end zone. Tipped and incomplete. Pass intended for Gibson. Atlanta's not out of the woods yet. They should get outstanding field position.
Well, I thought there was going to be PI on that, but as the defender tackled the receiver, but you called it real time, Colin. It was tipped, allowing them to do whatever they felt like with the receivers. Actually, it was just a tackle.
Punt out of the end zone by Brown. Atlanta should get outstanding field position out of this. Falco is on the Canton 40. He returns it up to the 35.
Yeah, and did it look like he rushed that punt? The rush wasn't on, but it looked like he hurried his kick, and I think the distance suffered because of it, Colin. Atlanta gets good field position, but the clock, it's thine enemy.
4:22 left. Back to throw Dynasty. Down the field, one-handed catch by Fenimore. He's showing off once again, Dynasty. He's thrown the ball 30 times, only completed 13 of them. He's thrown 2 picks. They're now in the hurry up back to throw. Another catch made by Fenimore. Down to the 5.
1st and goal, and here's the hurry up. Amen, brother.
Throw to the end zone. Fenimore, touchdown Atlanta. They're not dead yet.
That's right. Well, now they've got to go for 2 if they're going to keep this. The plan is to score 2 touchdowns.
You're right.
If they don't make it, it will still stay a 2-score game.
And they will line up for 2.
Of course they will. They're not silly.
Line up with 3 people in the backfield. Old standard favorite here in the ATL. Play clock at 4. Dynasty tried to throw it out of the backfield, but there was some confusion on the field. Backup Hicks was in. Even if they would have caught it, they wouldn't have made it 2. Now they have to try an onside.
And it looked like it might have gotten tipped. Kind of a weird throw. Oh, it's not going.
Oh, the ball was
10
touched
yards.
before it went 10 yards. Oh. Big mistake. But they will get one more chance at it after the illegal touch. They'll now kick off from their 25-yard line. Attempt 2 goes right to Canton. I believe.
Bates.
Yeah, Bates fell on the ball, went directly to him. Broke one tackle, but didn't get much farther than that.
Well, this is light, barring some semi-miracle column. This might be doing it. Doing it, dude it, done it.
Ball in the Atlanta 31. They're just going to hand it off to Johnson a couple of times. They start here with a carry, broke a tackle, picks up 5. Atlanta not using any of the timeouts yet. But let's see. Statisticians Joshua Durr and Sam Falco keeping track of the facts and figures.
And Johnson just able to wander out into the flat there on the left side of the formation and stays inbounds.
40 carries for Robert Johnson. If you include the 3 early carries from Rivera, that's 43 total rush attempts. Just a very impressive form of bully ball. As Johnson stopped at the line of scrimmage, it'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, this is assuming Canton holds serve here, Colin. It's a nice win will be a nice win for the Classics.
3rd and 5. For the Classics today on 3rd down. They've been 6 and 13 in total. In the second half, they've been 3 of 6. Johnson on the carry. He got the first down. And let's go back to Cameron Irvine for a game break. Up there.
Thank you, Colin. Just happened late 3rd quarter, 13-7 Charleston. John Lakeman escapes the pocket, lost the ball. Fumble recovered by Brian Craven, and then Louisiana scored a touchdown on their next possession. So update the score. It's Louisiana 14, Charleston 13. Late in the 3rd. Join us over there when you're done. Back to you guys for the last 2 minutes.
Wow, exciting stuff over there, Cam. As the Classics try to close this puppy out. And for the Classics, in terms of the upcoming schedule, Week 12, they have one more home game against the Carolina Skyhawks before traveling on the road to D.C. Atlanta's got a couple more games left.
Yes, who are they playing?
They're playing Baltimore next on the road before a home finale at Queen City, and then they pay a visit down to Duval County and the Jacksonville Kings as Atlanta will now start the burning of the timeouts.
Trying to preserve any clock they can.
The Classics have a bye Week 14. Very sort of weird time to have a bye.
Yeah, hey, late season buys are great. You've been grinding all season every week. You get to rest up for a potential playoff run, right?
Timeout called. Atlanta now down to 1. It's another 3rd and 8.
The old school press box or suite structure at the top of the stands, Colin. Pretty neat. Here in Canton, what else is neat for Canton is they've got the lead in the ball here.
They're going to throw. Patterson better be careful. He's picked off.
Wow.
Moose Papano got tackled at the 7. He was trying to go for the whole shooting match to show this thing up, but instead he found number 23,
Steps.
the ATL.
Yeah, steps right in there. He was actually not even. I mean, he just kind of stood there. The receiver ran the pattern out behind him and found himself magically in the throwing line.
Atlanta takes over one timeout. 1:45 left, down by 10.
The wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth on the chat is hilarious.
1st and 10 from the 7. Dynasty down the middle of the siege Falco. First time we call these names since they had the big play at the end of the first half. And Atlanta will burn their final timeout. Over 200 yards passing for Dynasty and just 16 completions.
That's pretty nice. These QBR's got to still be up there, Colin. What do the stats guys have for us on that?
Dynasty has a QBR of 71, those 2 interceptions along with the inordinate amount of pass attempts, which put his completion percentage right at rounded up to 49.
Brought it down from the stratospheric 154 he had in the first half earlier in the game.
Second and 10.
He doesn't care about his QBR right now. He wants to get his team in the end zone once and or get a field goal.
Second and 10. Dynasty deep down the field. Fenimore first down. That's his 7th grab now. Has 1 touchdown reception. Dynasty throws. It's intercepted. Connor Daring the 2nd time, and now maybe it's over.
That's going to cap it as Atlanta no longer possesses the means with which to stop the clock.
Darian's 2nd pick. And Canton will take over their own 42.
Wow. Well, Canton will kneel this one out, Colin. And just as I said, a solid win for Canton. Atlanta would go through periods of not showing hardly anything and then spark up and touchdown, field goal, but unable to really get anything consistent on offense here.
Well, it certainly felt good to be back in the booth after a week off.
Indeed, and
we missed everybody.
Right. We had some travel going on last week, so all of our fans, all 4 of our fans, we're happy to have you back with us. Colin, remind me what you said Canton's offensive scoring average has been. Remind the fans.
Canton's offensive scoring average this season has been 24.7. They'll finish with 23. But they've been giving up 16.9, and now they're getting up 13.
So they're almost on their season scoring average. And
actually, they've given up 23.8. I was looking at the wrong. And they've scored just over 20. So,
and I guess that gives you the 5-4 record that they brought into the game. They'll go to 6-4 here.
Atlanta drops to 3-6.
Frustrating team to play because they just beat you.
And they just possessed the ball.
Congratulations, Canton.
Coach Donaldson picks up another big W. As the Classics win by 10, 23-13. We take a look at the post-game statistics. Atlanta with the edge in first downs. Canton with the edge in yards. Look at the average starting field position, 0.38 for Canton, 0.27 for Atlanta. Time of possession. The can't get much more lopsided than that. 25 and change for sport.
Right. Yeah. That's a big part of the outcome right there, Colin.
6 of 12. Scar Patterson, but he was very efficient on his 6 completions. Robert Johnson, 44 carries. Kyle Fenimore leads all receivers with 7 drives, 96 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Is Robert Johnson your player of the game, Colin, or is it?
I'm very tempted to say, although Kevin Brackett, Connor Darren with the 2 interceptions, you could make an argument for it as well. And the Classics are on a bit of a roll. We got a tough, scrappy Skyhawk team coming up.
Scrappy. Love it.
Well, for Sam Pelko and Joshua Durr on stats, I'm Colin Northrop. He's been Rick Northrop.
Yo.
Thank you, and good night.